Okie dokie. So we're gonna try a new game. We're gonna play Orwell. Since the new one came out recently, I kind of want to try this so I can play the new one. Welcome, you've been accepted into Orwell. Please create a profile. Alright, let's create one. Empty. Create. Congratulations, you have been selected for the Orwell test phase. Please create a profile. Select a profile picture. Let's be... None of these people really look like me. Let's be her. She's pretty cute. Enter your name, Moxie. Next step. Did you know you are one out of 248,813 accepted applicants? You may now enter your email address. Is this optional? Next step. Okay, cool. Be diligent. Your work has severe impact. Please agree to the following terms. I'm aware that my actions may... Okay, whatever, yeah, totes. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. Your registration is now complete. We're logging on. Alright. Freedom Plaza, April 12th, 2017. It's early as fuck. Alright. Why is that guy running? Something's beeping. Okay. This is like Big Brother status, I guess. Do-do-do. Okay. Police record found. He's just getting on a bus. People are making out. Okay. Alright. I'm assuming that was a bomb. Alright. Episode 1, the clocks were striking 13. Symes, you're online. Good. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will form both the first and last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from the thousands of applicants from across the globe. That's not a complete sentence. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident. So let's get started. I've activated the Reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there's new information to be investigated. Okay, that's the Reader tool. Online websites and documents, okay. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. Okay, so let's look at the National Beholder. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file once you're done. Okay, that's in the profiler, which is, oh, here, I'm assuming? The profiler? Continue. The leading newspaper of the nation, fast, precise, and honest, bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Bonton. Explosion destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities receive strange letter. Okay. Terrorist ambition suspected as mysterious letter reaches authorities. Approximately 7:50 p.m. on Wednesday evening, an explosive device detonated in the Freedom Plaza in Bonton. According to official police reports, 3 people were killed and at least 5 bystanders were severely wounded. The Freedom Memorial was nearly completely destroyed. Police forces closed off the area immediately. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, with police confirming that the explosive device is homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirm that several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song Die Gedanken Sind frei? The thoughts are free had reached local authorities. I don't speak German, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. What's up? This game is Orwell. It is a kind of like point and click. You have to wade through a bunch of information, and it's like a government conspiracy investigative game, basically, to not give too much away with the explanation. Blah, blah, blah. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been brought to justice. Okay, it's a good day to fall in love. Can I click on that? Can we go here? No? Alright. So this is the Freedom Memorial, I guess. Or what's left of it, I assume. Okay, can we go back? Yes. Negotiations in Triflith failed. Palestinian president aborts negotiations with opposition, violent riots in Triflith. Blaine encourages renewal. Is this of any importance to us? Okay, there's some political situation with neighboring countries. Sounds like real life. Movie shooting completed. 100 Grey Shadows. That's original. Shooting of Grey Shadow saga lasting 4 years finalized. On Valentine's Day. Wow. All right. Okay, so that's that. We have an unknown person. Oh, okay, times. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. Well, that doesn't mean anything. Okay, physique. No. I can't click on any of this. Okay. What about these? Can I click on these? No. Where's her fucking arrest record? Oh, here. Okay. Watergate Cassandra, July 10th, 2016. Arrest records. The highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. Okay, so her name's Watergate Cassandra. Let's upload that. She has an arrest record with a Bondhunt police database. She was arrested July 10th, 2016. So almost a year ago, a little under a year ago. She was charged with assault on a police officer. I mean, that could be for anything, really. That doesn't necessarily mean it was, a horrible thing. I mean, you shouldn't assault a police officer, but, if she accidentally bumped into a police officer, that might be considered assault if it was taken the wrong way. Arresting officer Duncan Lloyd Duncan, holding facility Bonton Central PD. Suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly removed, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. So did she even throw something then? Because it would be weird for her to throw something on purpose at an officer and then be crying on the ground. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Wait, was there something else I could get from there? No? Alright. This? Oh, picture. I can upload a picture. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for... Thanks for the follow. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify as a person. I don't know what name you want me to use. Krim just followed. I don't want to dox people on accident. Okay, what? Information in documents can only become a data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We need this info to progress. Assault on a police officer. Alright. Seems vague, but alright. Good. With the data you extracted from the police record, a new document can now be assessed. Again, excuse my voice. I do have laryngitis. It's not always this manly sounding. Now let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you will see what I mean. Okay, she attacked the police officer where? Is it somewhere else? Let's go back. Here? Alright, so headlines. Do we have a new headline? I don't see a new headline. Is this woman a terrorist? Okay, this happened right after. Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago, remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. Can I save this now? Simple protester or anti-governmental terrorist. Makes you sound sexy. I wish my boss... I was talking to my boss today at work, and he said it sounded like I just went through puberty. So, yeah, I think sexy sounds a lot better than puberty. The case that keeps the media and the public guessing. Cassandra W., pictured above, who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration. So she was arrested almost a year earlier for allegedly assaulting a police officer at the same place. The exact same location as the assault, then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. I mean, it's a plaza, right? People probably go through the plaza all the time. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. I want to know who we're really dealing with. She just sounds like a protester. Okay. As part of a demonstration against the newest amendments to the government's model project, the safety bill. You know when the government calls something a safety bill, they're trying to paint it in a certain light, right? Protests at the Freedom Plaza turned violent. Okay. Due to the chaotic nature of the crime scene, or of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused Cassandra W., who is an artist by profession. Okay, so she's an artist. One who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces. Symes, I think you're jumping the gun a little bit here, buddy. Great, you found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? You have extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of targeted persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators. Okay, that seems important. We will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. I feel like we're giving away misleading data already. You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. Okay, so an artist who attended a protest, there's no evidence to actually link her to the assault that she was charged with. Cassandra's port. This is Cassandra. Portfolio, harboring outstanding art. She looks happy there. Not at all like a terrorist, right? Whatever a terrorist looks like. Cassandra Watergate. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Colorful inhabitant of one. Okay. Glad you found me. I finally found the courage to quit my dull day job, focus on my art career. So she's unemployed. Assuming. This is new. We should find out what job that was. Input stuff on my portfolio. Below you'll find a hand-picked selection of my latest works. You can browse through them. See something you like? Well, of course you do. It's freaking awesome. Leave a message on my util account. That might be important. So we have another account to check out. You found a chat handle that will allow us to overhear any conversation on that account. Wow, that's very big brothery. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. Okay, pop art, various. Aw, Kikiko or cat. Okay. Yep, that was me. I was never sure about the title though. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter, or Victim of Traditionalism in Pink. Okay. So maybe her parents were mildly neglective. I don't know. A Christmas present for my darling. For my darling? A boyfriend? A lover? A tryst? Okay. Can I click on anything else here? No. Okay. Oh, there's something in the listener. Session unknown person. Hey, you. Hey, Josie. Who's Josie? Jossie? Maybe Jossie. I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. Credit card. Credit card. I'm in the middle of buying all of Bonton with the platinum card I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now. She stole a credit card of an unknown person. I'm assuming it's a friend or family member. If you're able to find out who she was talking about, we can unlock it. We could lock it for the owner. We don't need to lock it. I mean, they seem friendly, right? I assume you took it. Well, luckily for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick out some wine for dinner. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-around badass, have in mind this time? I seriously doubt he's just her lawyer. No, we don't need to lock it. Done. No need to thank me. What? Symes. Okay, great. Why did you lock it? We need wine. Okay, serious business. I guess I better pick up shitloads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Oh, whatever. I guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party fills from Big Pharma, aka my parents, then. Okay. Watergate, pharma entrepreneurs, that does ring a bell. Okay, so maybe she is the daughter of pharmaceutical company people. Speaking of parents, when are you going to tell us about them? Okay, so that's obviously her boyfriend. A lawyer. That's not what I want. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Is there something else in headlines I'm not seeing? Was this updated maybe? I don't see anything. Was there something here that I need? No. Maybe there was a picture I was supposed to pick up? Read more. No. Girl, come on. Is it 100 Gray Shadows? Please don't tell me it's 100 Gray Shadows. No, it's not. It's just red for no reason. Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. Investigations into the malicious injury of a police officer have been dropped due to lack of evidence. Well, obviously, then she wasn't charged. Speculated that the accused parents manipulated the trial. Oh! Orwell informs me you just encountered conflicted data chunks. Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. Okay. Recommend you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed. Okay. So this is Joseph Langley, actually. This guy, her boyfriend, the lawyer. So he represented her and now she's blowing him? Is that how that works? I guess that is how that works, isn't it? The case that has been at the center of media attention for the last month has finally come to an end. Cassandra W. was acquitted of the alleged assault against the police officer before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to lack of evidence. Well, show conflict? This is what I figured. A pity that the CCTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Okay. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. The suspect's lawyer, Joseph Langley, welcomed this outcome. At no point was there ever any valid evidence that my client was guilty, at no point at all. The revered defense attorney commented during a post-trial press gathering. Okay, the defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide. So they did have video evidence, and her assaulting an officer was never shown. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment on hearing the result. They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome in her favor. The victim, a father of 2 sons, was rushed into the hospital after, where he is still in an induced coma, unresponsive to treatment. Wow. That's a little more than an assault. Can I go back? Joseph Langley. Can I put him in here? Because this is him. Girl, this is him. Why can't I? It's weird. Is there something I'm missing? Okay. Back. Products. Watergate Pharmaceuticals. Products. Watergate Pharmaceuticals enriches lives with their industry-leading products. Okay. Mood elevating medication. Probably SSRIs or something. Most popular products. Okay. Oh, they have a whole range. The name Watergate has been inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. Bruno Watergate, CEO. This must be her daddy. I mean, like her dad, not her daddy. Dr. Alice Watergate, probably her mom. Cassandra Watergate, Jr., COO. Okay. Is that actually the same person? I mean, same face. Carrying the family tradition to the next generation, Alice and Bruno's daughter Cassandra will soon be joining the executive ranks. Her business acumen and unique flair will write the next chapter of her 85-year-strong legacy. So it sounds like they want her to kind of take over the business. Okay, we did company. What about jobs? Can I take this? Watergate Pharmaceuticals currently looking for suitable candidates for polling positions. Okay. Chief Operating Officer. I mean, that's what she was, though. Okay, so is she not the COO anymore? Oh, this is the job she quit. Okay, let me go back. For her bio is still up. Being an artist in a junior COO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she had quit a dull job, didn't she? Yeah, pretty sure it was that job. Documents that you have already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. The National Beholder has just published a new article. You may want to take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. All right. Wait, was jobs updated? Oh, we are urgently looking for a chief operating officer. Okay. So that obviously nothing stays in the family. Which is probably what she meant by quitting her job. Great. Currently, I'm thinking that our Miss Watergate went under radical change. Don't you agree? She probably went to college. Let's find out what happened in between these two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift? Okay. So crime rate continues to drop. This is the new article. Never before have there been so few and violent crimes except for this safety bill. Her principles put into action. The party is elected in government. Safety bill is passed. Central to the safety bill is the simplified, sped-up process of taking investigative measures against criminal suspects in their prosecution, as well as the provision of an increased budget for safety-related expenses, in quotes, safety-related expenses. Also paved the way for stricter regulations concerning immigration and general travel into or transiting through the nation. It's also become mandatory to inform employers whenever an applicant or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. Well, just because you're an ex-convict doesn't mean you're potentially dangerous. Okay. Parge's peacekeeping mission. Aid packages. All right. Positions. People. Looks like a not as hideous looking Donald Trump. A little bit. Robert Blaine, Prime Minister. When the surprising death of the previous leader of the party, Miss Goddard, left behind a power vacuum. Wow. Elected as the new head unanimously. Arthur Scott Gallagher, Secretary of Economy and Trade. Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security. Peter Faulkner, Secretary of Defense. Okay. Participate. You can either donate, volunteer, become a member, or join the Army of the Nation. That sounds ominous. Okay, did we miss anything? Cassandra's timeline. Here's her birthday, September 13th, 1992. She's interested in art, music, and activism. We know that already. What a lineup. The Target's painting Alice in Wonderland. That's the second time we've heard about that. My cat, Kikiko, Kikiko. These are Cassandra's likes. Can I? No, I can't. Can I put her cat in there? No. All right. Okay, woohoo, first day in freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate Pharma. So this must be the day she quit her job, which wasn't that long ago, actually, about a month and a half. She's got 12 likes and 2 comments. Jake Helfton, who's going to pay for your stuff now? Mommy and Daddy won't like this. Her lawyer boyfriend, obviously. Listen, Jake, I'm not Daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money, more than enough to pay all my bills. Don't you worry about me. So it sounds like our art degree is kind of taking off. Despised puppets of the state, you have finally managed to destroy us entirely. There's nothing left to do but congratulate you. These are my personal wishes to you from the deepest abyss of my heart. Fuck all of you government lackeys. Most painfully, Cassandra. Mary Bly. Sweetie, what's the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. You gotta get out from time to time. You'd feel much better. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? There's an unknown data chunk here. Okay. How sad. So, not friends anymore? I'm not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again I cannot deal with this right now. So it sounds like she's had some kind of breakdown in January. Okay, you know what? I'm really sorry that I still care about my best friend, no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, that's in the past now. Okay, she started her relationship. Oh my god, like right after she got off last year. Got off. With her lawyer, might be noteworthy. Sorry, I'm sniffling. Let's see. The Beholder actually wrote about me being freaking redeemed of the ship, but surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculations over my parents buying me out. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? Okay, and this is the article we saw. The leading newspaper of the nation, blah, blah, blah. At least you're redeemed now. Want to blow off some steam together with late night shopping. Not today, I have a date. Case closed. Congratulations, never had any doubts. Harrison O'Donnell, we haven't seen him yet. Kid, you're my heroine. Both the heroic and the drug way. 1,000 camps on the plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and mislead people into believing false promises. Camps for safety, one big lie. Wait, what? We've shown the world this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and mislead the people. Juliet Carrington, wow, I'm so happy for you. I knew everything would be okay in the end. Should we have an awesome Cassandra Freedom Party on Friday? Okay, so Juliet and Harrison became her friends last year around the assault. I think this is probably a much more updated picture. The concert was amazing. What happened to your beautiful hair? Why didn't you ask me before going to a stylist? Cassie's going punk. Looks nice. New name, what about Catharsis? That's clever. Cassandra shall now be known to the world as Catharsis. Okay, she's got a pseudonym. Pseudonym? Pseudonym. An alias name. It's always good to record every alias. I'd like to invite you to our little activist group. If you want to join us, would be nice to have you with us for the protest on the Freedom Plaza this Friday. Okay. So Harrison must be probably Juliet. Okay. Something's happening in the listener. Not in here. Joseph Langley. Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Yeah, don't remind me. You know I have a history with that place. Oh my god. Type faster. Already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. So she's there every day anyway, which makes sense. Meaning her presence there could be, before the bombing, could be a coincidence after all. Duh, it's a plaza. Okay. Ugh, I was just there moments before this happened. I should have never gone to that damn protest. Darling, you do not need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not me. I was so happy when Goldfells accepted me into thought. What the fuck does that mean? An activist group called Thought. Interesting, maybe. That's what. Who is this Goldfells? Okay. Think of it this way. If you would not have gone to the protest, then you would have never wrongfully... Okay, gross. Yeah, I would have not been called a terrorist in the papers. You are not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, damn it. What? Your card's not working here. I can't buy anything. Have you gone bankrupt or something? No fucking Symes. Ruining everyone's shopping sprees. Unless you went on a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money on there. I guess we'll have to go without wine then. Here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule. I can't postpone it. You've got to be kidding me. Very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment one. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment every fucking where. How can you constantly do this to me? I think she's having a breakdown again. Darling, please just calm down. Have you taken your Methorin? Yes, damn it. I think she's off her Methorin. I think her parents make that. It's the only thing that matters to you, that I'm on fucking happy pills all day. Darling, please, it's nothing like that and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. Okay, fine. You know what that means. Not fine. Oh no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm not an important client anymore. Oh, burn. Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. Okay. Well, that sucked, I guess. So, let's go back to the reader. Okay, punks. Wait. What did I miss? I just discovered this new band, The Targets. Man, do they rock hard. Okay. Okay, her friend hates bands. Having an amazing shopping tour with my Mary, the best friend of all times. Show conflict. Mary, just show your freaking mad. Okay, so they're not friends anymore. We know that. This is an old chunk. This is what happens when you do my hair. Oh my god, so this is what she used to look like. Crazy. Okay. We did need to look up Methorin. Antidepressants. So she's on antidepressants. As far as we know, she's still taking them. She might be emotionally unstable if she's relying on this medication. Maybe, maybe not. That's what the medication's for. If she was not on it, then maybe. Overview. The thoughts are free. The thoughts are free. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. George Orwell. Freedom. Let's start at the beginning. This article is private. Lovely. Okay. The minefield. This article is private. Is there anything not private here? 4. Wait, am I not reading? Oh, they're archived, so they're probably all private. Freedom is unfree. So this was published September. This was after the assault. Catharsis. Account Catharsis. Okay. Okay, we know about all of those. It's cams everywhere, even at the Freedom Plaza. Is it just me, or is that more than a little bit, I don't know, ironic? Yeah, what? They don't have any cam footage of what happened? You probably all know me as either that blue-haired punk bitch, stupid cunt, or anti-governmental terrorist. These are only some of the names I've been called during the criminal investigation against me. That was just because in the middle of the chaos, someone believed that to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never occurred to anybody that it wasn't me. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We have always been against violence. Has an adverse attitude towards violence. Huh, if you think that's her actual attitude, we might be barking up the wrong tree after all. Alright, I think we've found so far is all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Okay, fine. Can I finish this before this? Jesus. Okay, she's bitching about cams. When founding this blog ago, Abraham predicted pretty much all this. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. Goldfells. Goldfells? Isn't he on here? Yeah, Goldfells. Can I can't. Are thoughts still free? Well, this might seem to be a surprising question. In our current world of ever-growing digital surveillance, freedom of thought is no longer self-evident. There's a German folk song called Thoughts Are Free. Where did we hear that? That was at the bombing, right? Guest. Interesting name, by the way. Just stumbled upon your new blog, and that's some truth you tell here. You've gained yourself your first follower. Thank you very much for your kind words. Yes, I'm delighted to have a first follower. Hello, admin. I like your thanks too. Could you one, but now even more? To get a service on search engine blah blah blah. Others get clicks and more money for you. Now use. Okay, pretty sure that's just spam. Oh, Juliet Carrington. Hey, Cassie. Hi, Jules. Cassie, I just wanted to know. You post on timelines about this assault. You really shouldn't write something like that. Really, Jules, you're not going to preach to me about this stupid post, are you? No. I just wanted to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing. Just between the two of us. Is she like a spy? I just had to let off steam, you know. It's because of what happened, isn't it? Yeah, and lots of other shit today. This bombing stirred up all this crap again. You know what I did. Wait, what you did? What happened there wasn't your fault. Was it or wasn't it? She said what I did. Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me. And you succeeded. You mustn't forget about that. That was so brave. How can it not have been my fault, Julie? I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Whoa, what? She openly admitted to such a violent act. This is perfect when arrested. Open. Okay. Oh my god. It was not a problem to get her address with the help of local police. Can I put this in there? Oh my god. Can I not put that one in there now? Oh no, I should have put that one. I feel like an asshole, the worst kind of asshole. I might be free, but not rightly so. I'm not innocent. Oh, Cassie, nobody is innocent. You'll have to let go. Fuck. She did it for a good reason. Can I delete this? No. No, I can't. Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck me up. I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. I should take the post down. It'd be better, believe me. Wait a second, someone's at the door. Fuck. This is Cassandra getting arrested. Okay, I'll wait. You're gonna be waiting a while, girl. You're gonna be waiting a while. By the way, how's your boyfriend? Maybe not great. You're still together? You haven't talked about him that much lately. Well, not as much as before. Hello? Are you still there? Cassie? I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did good job in any case. Well, I didn't do a great job. Although we have no proof she's involved with the bombing, we might be able to question her. And with that admission of guilt, she'll probably serve some time. Okay, I just received confirmation that she's now in custody. Very good work indeed. I'm curious about this thought group, though, whether they... Oh, God. Oh, no, no, no. Take a look. Oh, 2 dead after second explosion? Wait, what? I mean, did she do it then? If she's in custody, we knew exactly where she was. Okay, explosion at Stelligan University. Is there a connection to yesterday's assault? That's horrible. 2 dead, similar approach, similar found. Miss Watergate was in custody at the time, so that's her out of the picture. I mean, it could be a timed bomb, right? It's complicate matters massively so much for a simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors to see how we're going to proceed. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button at the top right of the desktop. Try and get some sleep. Can I read through this first? Okay. Half an hour ago, an explosion occurred at the campus of Bonton University. According to the latest reports, at least 2 people were killed with a further 3 injured severely. The area was evacuated immediately. According to yet unconfirmed statements, the City Administration Office of Bonton received an anonymous letter just minutes prior to the detonation, which again contained the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song Die Gedanken sind frei, something. The thoughts are free. Exactly like the letter received before the assault on the Freedom Plaza yesterday. I mean, that's the thing that was on Goldfell's page, right? We will inform you about any developments on this event. Okay. Finally, someone who had the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. Holy shit, dude. Sees assault justified for showing the futility. A national beholder. Really, Cassie? You laugh at people being killed? Are you out of your mind? Wow. There are thousands of cameras pointing to a target and the Big Bang still happens. I haven't laughed like this for ages. What now, Miss Delacroix? What now? I mean, that's pretty shit, dude. Is there something on here I need to get?